Good afternoon. So, hi. This is not scary. Tell me about yourself. That's gotta be one of the hardest questions to answer. I mean, we all remember that 1,000-word text we had to write to be applied, right? It's one of the hardest questions to answer because it doesn't matter in which situation we are, we will never be able to fully describe ourselves. The clearest example is the two situations where we are always asked about this. One is job interview. You have to sell yourself, so you end up saying, I'm a fast learner and I will work and do everything, when the only thing you want to say is, my mom is pissing me off and I need to get out of the house. Can you please give me a job so I can afford the rent? And a date where everything about this person in front of you is distracting you, and the only thing you have to say is, please marry me, but you have to sound funny and smart and, you know, but you end up saying something really, I like chips. Well, people will never understand who we are. They have to spend time with us to understand the flaws and the good side. And to do that, they don't need a talk. They need to see us, to experience us, to understand where we came from, who we are, how we think. And that takes a really long time. For this, I researched a lot, and one of the things I researched more was about personality science. This gave me an opinion about the subject and knowledge about the subject. So with everything I learned, it's my personal opinion that there's only 4 people in the world that completely can understand us. This is the people that love us, our parents. They know everything about us, what is good and what's bad. The people they hate us, I mean, all the ladies will know how to stalk, you know, the new girlfriend of our exes. Therapists, well, they get paid for it, so no points there. And ourselves. We will completely understand what's good in us, what's bad in us, and what makes us tick. Sorry, note, sorry, bye. So, personality science gave us the OCEAN. OCEAN is an acronym to 5 big personality traits that we all end up developing. So the O stands for openness to experience, which is how open or not we are and how we turn adventurous, curious about art and science and other things. C is for conscientiousness, sorry. It makes people overachievers, disciplined, organized, people that can really control their emotions, you know. E for extroversion, which we all think it's how outgoing or antisocial people might be, but it's actually how we get energy. So some people, to relax, they need to go out and be with the family and big parties, and some people just need to lock their door and stay Netflix for like a full week. I mean, some of you will do this. Then we have agreeableness, which is how friendly you are, how altruist you are, how much you think of others. And then okay, you guys can read that. Which is how we stress out about little things, big things, day to day, and, you know, simple things in life. Sorry. Oh, okay, didn't jump. Society has a really big impact in this. So while we grow, we learn all of these things about us, and we discover how everything I mean, we can think of, since we are little, we start getting these specific traits. So when we are kids, we usually are influenced by our mom and dad. And let's say your mom is very protective, so you develop agreeableness and you think of others. Then when you're a baby, you have your uncles and your mom's friends, and you get other traits, not just your mom and dad and siblings. Then when we are teenagers, which is the best part, we get influenced by everything that walks, and we get social and openness to good stuff like weeds and alcohol. And then when we are adult, we just straightened all the traits we got throughout when we were growing up. So how did I become myself? Well, my name is IVANIRA Oliveira. My last name means olive tree, which it's a forever joke. I was born in Angola, and I am a professional outsider. I'm a professional foreigner. I'll explain this. I was born in Angola, for those who don't know, around the corner. When I was 4, I moved to Portugal. Portugal colonized Angola, so my main language is Portuguese. For you English speakers to understand, Portuguese from Portugal is like the British English. Then the Portuguese from Brazil is like the American English with the ing form and short forms and not so bad English. And then Angolan English, Angolan Portuguese would be like South African English, would have influence by African languages. So we have slang that is just ours, and our accents are heavier, and yeah. So I first moved to Portugal, and there I was the black girl in school. This was a time where Portugal had a problem with immigrants. So a lot of times I was bullied in school. I was beaten for being the black girl. And it didn't help that I lived with my mom, my grandma, and my uncle, which are, I mean, I'm light-skinned. They are full-on black, dark. So imagine this. They are messing about me because I'm black, and then the 2 people that come to save me are darker. So, okay, you're getting beat tomorrow again. Then, when I was 14, I went back to Angola. This is a time where I speak Portuguese, but my Portuguese is different from their Portuguese. So I was the Portuguese one, the white one, the foreigner, again, an outsider. Never in the wrong place at the wrong time. Then, when I had to go to university, I came to South Africa, and I've been here for years, and a week doesn't go by without, where are you from, my friend? Which we get used to. So in Angola, I developed agreeableness because the neighbor is family. You make extra food, you have to get out of the house and get someone to come and eat with us because there's food for everybody. Everybody is family. The uncle of the uncle, the best friend's ex, it's your family. So that's how we get that friendliness, that altruism, and that care for others. In Portugal, I developed openness because they are open to everything, but they are very traditional. So they have that, they accept everybody, they understand the changes of people. And in South Africa, I learned that anything goes. Because South Africa has a really strong identity, which is the African identity. They have the openness, anything goes. And even though you have specific sides for everybody, everybody accepts you. And yet, inside South Africa, there is problems that nobody actually accepts each other, which is really weird. One of the funniest things for me is, usually I have straight hair, straight long hair. And when I'm on the street, people speak to me in Afrikaans. So sometimes I braid my hair, and people speak to me in Xhosa, and I'm like, can you guys please decide? Where do I fit? So, how did I become me? I used my EQ, which is my emotional coefficient, sorry if I don't pronounce this right, to understand why others do what they do, and that they might be struggling with anything, and that their traits will influence their personalities and their reactions to my differences in a certain way. Then I used my IQ to understand those differences and start reading people around me. So if the next person is extremely frustrated because you dropped a bit of your drink, just relax. I mean, this person might be having a flood at home, we never know. And then my personality used all the information I have to better myself, to calm down and not be so reactive to certain things. Okay, so I want you guys to learn from this, that you guys can make a goal and decide, in a year, I want to be a calmer person, or I want to be a more outgoing person. And find anything in your past, in your present, that can help you become this person. Because I understand fully who I am, but not everybody is like this. A lot of people are not sure if they can do better, if they could be a different person. How is my mom so traditional and I don't care about marriage? When life gives me lemons, I make chocolate cake and leave these bitches wondering why I did it. Thank you.